Hi and welcome. My name's Tolan and I'm the co-founder of ProductivityMe. In this video, we're going to look at the keyboard shortcuts of Alt-Escape and Alt-Shift-Escape, a second set of tools to cycle between active application windows. As we discussed in the last video, one method that you can use in order to get from one application to another is to use your mouse and then click the desired application icon or window located on your taskbar. Of course, you could also cycle between applications by using the Windows Start menu and searching for those applications, or alternatively, you could use the keyboard shortcut Alt-Tab. Like Alt-Tab, using the keyboard shortcut of Alt-Escape also allows you to cycle between applications. Also like Alt-Tab, pressing Alt-Escape will cycle from your left to your right. A third similarity between Alt-Tab and Alt-Escape is that by adding the Shift key, Alt-Shift-Escape allows you to move from the right to the left in the reverse order of what you would have gotten if you had just hit Alt-Escape. That being said, one of the major differences in the keyboard shortcuts of Alt-Tab and Alt-Escape, as well as those of Alt-Shift-Tab and Alt-Shift-Escape, is that when you use either Alt-Escape or Alt-Shift-Escape, there is no preview function. Thus, the visual depiction of Alt-Escape is quite distinct from that of Alt-Tab. There are two scenarios in which you might notice such a difference. The first visual difference is when you have multiple application windows actively open on your desktop. In this case, hitting the combination of Alt-Escape will cycle through your application windows in the same order that you've recently used them. And each time that you press the Escape key while still holding the Tab key down, then when you arrive at an active application window, i.e. one that is not yet minimized, then in this case, this application window will immediately jump to the front display and appear as such. Again, you have no preview. Say, for example, that you are cycling between 4 application windows. In this case, let's imagine that you have one of these windows which has been minimized and 3 that have not. When you arrive at one of the 3 application windows that have not yet been minimized, that window will immediately pop up on your screen. In this case, let's say that you're going from Google Chrome to Microsoft Word. When you press the Escape key a third time, notice how your second Microsoft Word document pops up. And this second Microsoft Word document is now your active window. When you press the Escape key a fourth time, notice what happens on our taskbar. There's a translucent white box that moves to PowerPoint, but no PowerPoint presentation immediately pops up. This is because before using the Alt-Escape keyboard shortcut, we had at some point minimized our PowerPoint presentation window. Thus, if you wanted to select PowerPoint on your taskbar and you were to hit the Enter key, this would bring back up your PowerPoint presentation. Now that you've activated your PowerPoint presentation window, all of your windows are live, so to speak. They're all active. This means that they'll show up visually when you scroll through your application windows using the Alt-Escape keyboard combination. A second scenario is that if instead you were to minimize all of your application windows using the keyboard shortcut Windows M, then when you use the keyboard shortcut Alt-Escape, the only movement that you would see would be that of the little white translucent box shifting from application icon to application icon on the quick launch section of your taskbar. If you wanted to reopen one of those windows, you could select that application icon and then hit the Enter key, thus reviving that specific application window. Having covered both Alt-Tab and Alt-Escape, we'll now move to the third and final method to tab between applications. Thus, in our next video, we'll look at a keyboard shortcut of Windows T. And with that, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.